Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. This show is brought to you by AAAFX and Amanda Water Park and British International School Phuket. Now, we're going to be talking about some of the headlines across Thailand today. And those stories include a quick storm update to let you know how Storm Noru has been affecting Thailand, a short story with Jim Thompson, as well as security tight at the Constitutional Court. It's only me and Nettie today. Sarah's off on her adventures.
Busy bee.
So you can look forward to her next week. But Nettie, let's get started today giving a storm update regarding Tropical Storm Noru that has so far killed one person, injured a couple of people, and has been wreaking havoc upcountry. Tropical Depression Noru has set off emergency alarms in 17 provinces in the north and northeast and central plains, which have all braced for the risk of heavy flooding in the days to come. From Wednesday night till Thursday morning, much of Amnacharan, Sisaket, Yosathon, Ubon Ratchathani experienced extreme rainfall and thunderstorms that led to floods. Several main roads in these provinces were swamped, making them impassable to drive across or maneuver. And strong winds have knocked down trees on roads and obstructed public transportation routes in 5 districts across 4 provinces. Surging floods have been reported in Mueang and Lư Amnat districts of Amnacharan. In Sisaket, 1 person was killed and 2 injured when a large tree toppled by a strong wind fell onto the pickup truck they were traveling in. As of 11 a.m. yesterday, the depression was centered in Jaturapak Piman district of Roi Et, with a wind speed of 50 kilometers per hour. 50 kilometers per hour. Despite the downgrade, the storm still packs quite a lot of intensity, which, when coupled with the impact of the southwest monsoon, will continue bringing more and more rain to all parts of the country, especially the north and the northeast. Now, a total of 1,518 households in 46 communities in the northeast province have already been evacuated to safety. The Thai government has already set up a war room to closely monitor the impact of Noru, as heavy rain and flooding are expected in almost all areas of the country. The war room is tasked with gathering information about the storm, assessing its severity, and taking appropriate steps to mitigate its impact. A spokesman for the meteorological department warned residents in low-lying areas of the storm's impact. So, once again, more and more news is coming. It's wreaking havoc up in the north and northeast. We're going to keep you up to date with all the latest information that can be found on thethaiger.com.
Yeah, stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe, everyone. All right, that was a quick update and possibly the more serious part of the program. We've got a couple more topics. We're going to give you a quick update on where Natty's been. Natty, you were away yesterday. You were off on one of your Natty adventures.
Yeah, so yesterday I had the chance to visit Jim Thompson's newly revamped lifestyle venue. So it's called the Jim Thompson Heritage Quarter. And I got to tour around the Jim Thompson's old house back in the 1950s, visited the museum called About the Man and their latest art center. Now, just a quick like a quick thing about Jim Thompson. So a lot of people know the brand as the brand that sells silk. And obviously it's founded by Jim Thompson himself, but they have this perception that silk is expensive. It's expensive to maintain. You need to dry clean it, right? So Jim Thompson actually has now repositioned their brand to be an icon global lifestyle brand in Asia. Now, what does that mean? It means that they will now turn the Jim Thompson House, which is located near the BACC Hall or near the Bangkok Art and Center Cultural Center, to be the Jim Thompson Heritage Quarter, which is completed with a museum and art gallery, which you might be seeing in this clip right now. But what got me really, really excited is that they're revamping everything silk. Okay. So in the past, silk, you, again, have to dry clean it. It's pretty expensive. But they had a team of engineers to come in and redesign silk. Now, it's still 100% silk, but you can throw it inside the laundry machine itself.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty revolutionary modernizing, and so they're trying to target the younger Thai generation a bit. They understand that more and more people don't have time to, dry clean, and it's too expensive.
Yeah.
So not only are the design of the silk, you can throw it in the washing machine, but they also modernize the designs of the clothes as well. So think of Zara, think of Mango. That is kind of the new look of Jim Thompson. So it's more accessible to non-Thais and Thais, but still it has that hint of Thainess in it. And if you can see from the designs here in their shop center, you can see that the designs are heavily modernized now. So it's more like a daily casual wear. It's not like, oh, I have to go to a special Thai wedding to only wear this now. So I think this is a great, I think this is a great way to introduce such a great iconic brand to, more people.
For those of you who haven't had the opportunity, once silk touches your body, nothing else will. It just won't feel as good.
Yeah.
It does feel amazing.
You can't go back.
They're very breathable. They're so soft. It's almost like you're not wearing anything.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't go that
feel.
far, but
No.
sure.
No, I like Jim Thompson.
It's an
He's
iconic
cool.
brand.
It is. So I've always considered it, if I'm being completely honest, with my dad. My dad loves Jim Thompson. He has a lot of Jim Thompson shirts. When I first started presenting,
Bougie.
when I first started presenting back in Phuket, I borrowed a lot of his shirts.
Oh, really?
So for our older viewers who used to see me wearing the colorful shirts,
The flowers.
they were thankfully donated, borrowed rather, from my dad, and they felt amazing. They were so light.
Yeah.
And they were cold for some reason. They're just
yeah, they
cooling,
are.
aren't they?
They are.
But yeah, they've always been expensive as well. Like, it's high quality material. Jim Thompson is a very recognizable, premium brand. So are they also...
No, if you're thinking about price point being lower, no, it's still pretty
Okay,
much up there.
It's still premium.
Yeah.
But you're still getting that quality. So a Zara shirt or a H&M shirt, for example, this shirt, it starts losing its color in about, a couple of months after a few washes, but it's cheap. And you can change it every couple of months, and that's the whole, fashion model behind H&M and Zara. It's fast fashion.
Yeah.
You go with the trends. But Jim Thompson's more of a quality shirt that you wear to impress.
Yeah.
You wear to feel good.
And it's classic. It's timeless. Like, you can wear it at any time, especially with the new designs. They make it kind of monochromatic. So it's not like loud prints. It's like one color black, one color white, natural colors, but you still can see it's silk. So it's quite unique.
Yeah.
Like, have a go at it.
It's great to see them adapting and changing, because
reals.
they have a long history in Thailand.
Yes.
And it's great to see that they're changing their ways for the modern times, which a lot of companies and brands don't do. So it'll be great to see if the younger generation take on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start buying some.
Let's do it. All right. On that note, Natty, we're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we'll be addressing a poll we sent out yesterday, as well as Pagoda has fallen. That's all I'm going to say. Find out more after the break. Thinking of investing, but don't know where to start? Ever heard of AAAFX?
What is AAAFX?
Good question. Look no further than AAAFX, your choice for trading and investing. Low commissions and spread with fast execution. They're trustworthy and have been offering services since 2008. You can invest using various deposit methods, including crypto, with negative balance protection and 100% matching deposit bonus. Choose AAAFX and enter the lucrative market of trading. Visit AAAFX.com. Hello and welcome back to Good Morning Thailand. This show is brought to you by AAAFX. Now, if you're into trading and investing and foreign exchange and cryptocurrency, look no further than AAAFX. Visit the link in the description below to find out more about how you can get started in your first trade with AAAFX. Nettie, I've got an update for you.
Yes.
Do you remember John's journey?
Yes, I do.
He's now a Thaiger Elite.
What?
He started as a cub,
Salute.
went to the Legends, and now he's a Thaiger Elite.
Oh, nice. Oh, thank you very much.
Salute to you, John. Welcome to
Both
the Elite
hands.
crew.
Woohoo.
We appreciate it very much, John. Thank you so much for upgrading. He's always been a long-standing Thaiger legend. And yeah, now he's now he's upgraded to Thaiger Elite. So we very much appreciate your support, John, and thank you for it, as well as all of our members who support us. Thank you very much. And the people watching us live right now, please click the like button if you're enjoying the show so far. We sent a poll out yesterday, and the poll read, a budget of 3.8 billion baht has been approved to build Thailand's first train station inside a hospital. Does any hospital in your country have a train station inside? So we sent it out to our Thaiger family and our viewers and asked them, you know, because they come from all different countries around the world. 77% said no. 18% said not inside but nearby. 4% said yes.
Yes.
Interesting. 1% said at the moment, no. There's just a plan. Now, I couldn't find a comment where the people said yes.
Yeah.
But I did take a couple of comments from people and how they feel about this. Michael Maynard said, the 2 newest hospitals built in Montreal, Quebec, Canada were constructed very close to existing subway stations, so they only had to dig up an extra tunnel so you could walk directly to the hospital from the subway.
Smart.
It's one of the exits. Smart, efficient,
Yes.
like it. Montreal, good on you. Hyperspace Holiday says train noise is the new cure to heal sick people.
Right.
He's got a point. Especially if it's a BTS, or if you're on a low floor.
The screeches. But I think MRTs are a lot quieter. though.
Yeah, if it's underground, it should be underground. Hopefully, hopefully they thought
Not
about
on
this.
top
Yeah, who knows?
of the
Anything's
door.
possible. Louis Trevor says, why do you need a train in a hospital? You can provide shuttle bus service if the place is a bit too far, but train station is just wasting money. We should use the budget to provide cheaper or free medical care for low income citizens instead. Do you think almost 4 billion baht would be better used to help low-income citizens get medical health care?
I suppose so, but I'm not the authority to say what is or what not to do. But yeah, I agree.
But it sounds cooler when we have a train
Yeah.
station at the hospital.
It does sound pretty fly.
Lloyd Trevor has an excellent point.
Yeah.
I think Michelle, is it Michelle Maynard or Michael?
Mikhail.
I apologize if I've said your name right. It's Michael, Mikhail, or Michelle. We've said it all. I like his idea the best. Just if there's a nearby BTS or MRT, just build a tunnel. It's not necessary for the train to directly arrive at the hospital.
I'm now very, very curious to see how it turns out. I'm only imagining.
I think it's going to be disappointing.
No, come on. You know how Suvarnabhumi also has a train station going right through the airport? I think it'll look something like that. But you know, like Thailand has a lot of that. So the Queen Sirikit Convention Center that will host the APEC 2022 also has the train directly inside the building itself.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's cool.
As in, you open the doors and you're in the
like,
in the stadium,
That's the voice of God.
is
Don't
it-
enter yet, but
or is it?
No.
Are you on the ground and then you have to go up?
You're on the ground. You have to go up a couple of floors, but it's not. It's an easy access. Yeah, it's easy access. So I guess for hospital goers, right? Like if you're in a wheelchair or something, you don't have to roll on the roads. You're already inside the hospital. Maybe it's a good thing.
Maybe. We're talking about public transport and transport in general. Masks. Nettie, tell me, what's the mask rule for public transport?
This one. So we got very, very excited that masks are no longer mandated.
Yeah.
However, the Department of Health has come out with a statement saying that wearing masks on public transportations and movie theaters are still mandatory, even though COVID-19 will be eased from a dangerous communicable disease to a communicable disease under surveillance this Saturday, which is tomorrow, October 1st. Now, earlier in the week, the Department of Health held a press conference on sanitation and environmental health standards after the reclassification of the virus. And some of the topics that were discussed were also about whether the Thai Stop COVID-19 2 Plus platform, that's a mouthful. Also, I never knew that app ever existed. Should that app still be remained in place? And should we still use it? Now, the most confusing part about that meeting to me, anyway, is that they said that the Department of Health still mandates that people wear face masks and respect social distancing rule as much as possible when using public transportation or visiting the cinema. I thought they got rid of that rule. They said that now it's voluntary. If you want to wear it, wear it. If you don't want to wear it, don't wear it. I have even gotten away by going on to MRTs and BTSs for a week now, not wearing masks. So now that they have come back out and saying, no, it's actually mandatory, now I'm so confused. It's back and forth, but typical announcements.
Once again, we'll keep you up to date with all that information on the Thaiger.com. Natty, a quick update regarding the Constitutional Court. Now, today's a big day, and security has been very tight at the Constitutional Court in Thailand. Why?
Well, it's because today the Constitutional Court will rule on whether the suspended Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has exceeded an 8-year limit as premier or not. So General Prayut, this is a little bit of a background. He seized power in a 2014 coup. At that time, Yingluck Shinawatra was the prime minister, and then he took over as prime minister then. And he has been kind of under a lot of surveillance, a lot of criticism, and a lot of confusions on when has his term actually begun. Now, as we know, on August 24th, General Prayut has been suspended as prime minister, but it's not over yet. But maybe it's going to be over today at around 6 p.m. today, because the court will then decide if General Prayut's 8 years in charge should include his time as a leader of the junta he installed after toppling the Pheu Thai government in 2014, or if his 8 years will begin when the new constitution came into force in 2017, or if his election, he won the election in 2019, and that's when we should begin counting his premiership. So there's 3 options of possibilities, but we don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. I think the verdict will come out around anywhere between 4 to 6 p.m. today. So we'll keep you up to date on the Thaiger.com.
All right. We're going to take a quick break now. Once we come back from the break, we'll be talking about airspace over Bangkok airport closed. Why? As well as Pagoda has fallen.
Pagoda.
Find out more after the break. Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand, and this show is brought to you by British International School, Phuket. Did you know that the school uses a British curriculum?
What? It's called British School? No, I didn't know.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
No, they have IGCSE,
Okay.
not A-levels. And International Baccalaureate. That's also not British. But there's a lot of British teachers there.
Is that where you got your accent?
I guess.
Why the sigh?
I don't think my
good.
accent is British.
Oh, it's
British
pretty,
people
very
will
British.
definitely tell you that it's not British.
Really?
Yes, I think it's more of a international school accent.
British.
You know, when you go to school, you're just surrounded by people from all over the world, and this is what an international school accent would sound like. I don't think I necessarily sound American, nor do I sound British.
Well, whatever accent you have is niceness.
Thank you very much. And your child or loved one could also get this accent.
Great advertisement.
If you send them to British International School, Phuket. It's a great school, and you can influence their accent, whatever you want it to be. For now, we're going to be talking about a story that is somewhat sad, but something that I would like to call Pagoda has fallen.
Pagoda has fallen. So a 500-year-old pagoda in Chiang Mai has fallen down. But it's actually kind of remarkable that the pagoda in Wat Si Supan Temple in Chiang Mai, made purely out of bricks and mortar back 522 years ago, has survived earthquakes, floods, and natural disasters. Although it has been chipping away for years, there have been cracks in the pagoda itself, but people have reported that it's been standing tall. It wasn't leaning or anything. But I guess the heavy rain these past couple of days has basically been the straw that broke the pagoda's back, because the pagoda now has fallen. And And if you can see from the clip here, it fell down like right in front of people's eyes. So one of the monks, the abbots that were there, he actually noticed that there were some the parts of the pagoda were starting to fall down. So he ordered people to barricade it off, thankfully. And then all of a sudden it just like fell. So it was in time that it didn't hurt anybody because the pagoda was properly sectioned off. So the good news is that nobody was harmed. But the sad thing is it's a 522-year-old pagoda. And I just wish that people have kind of renovated from time to time just to keep it strong and sturdy. But now that part of history is now lost. But, oh well, at least we kind of have photos of it,
I'm sure
I guess.
they must have thought about it. Perhaps they were unable to secure it.
Maybe.
How would you, I mean, a 520-year-old, maybe they could have, but it's very unfortunate news. However, yes, I guess they could recreate it with the same.
Yeah, it could do.
With the same,
technology, anything's possible.
Yeah. Oh, well. All right. Our last topic today is just a quick update regarding airspace over Bangkok airport closed for Air Force parade.
Ooh, Air Force parade.
In particular, airspace over Don Mueang International Airport in Bangkok is closed for an hour for a traditional and honorary air parade by the Royal Thai Air Force. Now, the Royal Thai Air Force received a lot of criticisms from Thai netizens for the ceremony because as they caused delays to flights for at least an hour or more. But the Royal Thai Air Force insists it needs to go ahead to honor a retiring Air Force chief and welcome the new successor, which has been a long-held tradition in the Royal Thai Air Force. It will go ahead today from 1:45 to 2:45 p.m. in the afternoon, and the ceremony will be held to honor the Royal Thai Air Force Commander Kun Napadet, who will retire this year, and welcome the new commander Kun Alongkorn. And the Royal Thai Air Force did apologize for this inconvenience, and the ceremony has been adjusted and shortened to minimize the effects on airlines and passengers. So if you have a moment during the afternoon and you are near the Don Mueang Airport area, look above.
I'm kind of curious. I wish I could see it. Maybe I can find clips of it later.
It's not every day you get to see an air parade. And look, I'm not a military man. I know nothing about the Air Force nor the military, but it's not often that the chief, the commander changes. It's like they have long reigns. So if this is part of their ceremony and their rich, a long-standing tradition, then I understand. It's 1 hour every 10 years, 20 years. I don't know how long.
Yeah, I think a lot of environmentalists would not like this ceremony, and I can totally understand that. But yeah, I guess once in a while, tradition is,
Also the people who have delayed flights.
Ah, yes. Okay, now that okay, I will not say my opinion, but yes. Interesting.
I'm sure the viewers will give us theirs. All right, we're going to take our last break, and then we'll come back and address some of the comments and feedback from our members. So please stay with us. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand, and this show is brought to you by Andamanda Water Park. You can splash your worries away. It's as simple as that. Just go on one of those giant slides they have. They have 5 main attractions, a lazy river, a place where you can practice your surfing, and also drinks at night. It's got everything. So visit Andamanda Water Park next time you travel to Phuket for a sunny day out, full of slides. All right, we're now going to take some comments and feedback from our members. So for now, I would like to welcome to the chat, the voice of God. Hello, Carmel. Hello. No.
Yes. Oh.
Yes. What?
Wait, before Carmel comes in, can I show the viewers my shirt?
Yes, you can. Natty's very excited. So today, yes, is the Lumberjack Association, and I believe it was Niels Peterson who said he would consider membership if I wore the Lumberjacks. Niels, if you're not a member by the end of today, I'm not going to do anything, but
Look, I saw
consider
some.
becoming a member.
Sorry, I cut you off. But yeah, sorry that I saw some members being a little bit upset. Hey, Natty, you're not wearing lumberjack shirt. But that's because I have something better. Look at this. Check this out. Hola!
Yes, it's a T-shirt with a tiger on it. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. Now, Natty also had a pants set with this
did,
jacket, but she
yes.
didn't wear it. But if we get 2 members today, then
I will wear it, the whole suit
the whole
next
suit,
Friday.
the whole tiger suit.
It was pretty extra. I was a little bit concerned walking down a soak from my house with a full tiger set. Anyhow, sorry,
Yes.
voice of God. Do continue.
Okay, sorry, we were checking the sound. John's Journeys commented on the setup. Actually, a lot of people did, and they said it's a fancy setup today.
Well, thank you very much. This is actually our podcast setup. It looks different because of the background as well.
Yes.
It's more intimate, and when we have the podcast, we have a little bit more dramatic lighting. But for GMT, we just kind of, because we have another podcast today. So we shot a podcast yesterday. We have GMT now, and we have another podcast. So we thought, why not just sit on sofas?
I love these sofas. They're so
They're
comfy.
really comfortable.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Philip, we ask, where is Sarah today? Is she out interviewing people on the street for another insightful video?
Possibly. She is busy today. She's working on something. She'll be back with us shortly.
Nice. When you showed the Jim Thompson tour, Sick Puppy said, "Hi, so."
I so indeed. That is my life. No, just joking. I just wanted to check out their heritage quarter. It sounded like a good thing. Yeah.
Nati Saiso.
I am not.
We're all hi, so.
Yes.
Okay, so in the survey, we had a couple of comments. I'm going to take it as lightly as a joke. Marky Mark said, if you fall on the tracks, it would be handy to have a hospital close by.
Oh, yes. Very dark joke.
Very dark.
But I will take it.
And Sick Puppy said, agreed, it's a waste of money. The train.
Building an 3.8 billion can surely be spent better.
And it's on one station, no. This is just on one station.
I think they might have to make several stations because depending on where the closest station is, I don't know if they had an opportunity to make an extra station, they might.
And then Tech Symbol said that this is actually convenient.
It is.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah, it is.
it's beneficial for a lot of people, right? Like, I haven't been in a hospital in a while, so it's easy for me to be like, don't care. But some people need it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking in comparison to Bamrungrat, for example, right? They have a BTS station that is so close, like it's 200 meters down or something. But, the conditions of the paveways are just not conducive for somebody who really needs to, let's say, use crutches or a wheelchair. So if it goes directly inside the hospital and you only need to take an elevator up, maybe people would be like, maybe I want to go to Sililat instead,
Yeah, it's actually perfect.
And
It's for those people actually that
Yeah.
really need it. Yeah.
Sidradat Hospital, easy access to Sidradat Hospital would be very beneficial for a lot of people. It's a very affordable hospital as well.
Yeah, see, John Peake agreed. Like, he's right now on a crutch.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so,
he's
if
injured,
that would
yeah.
actually be very convenient for him to, just the moment he gets out of train, it's just right there at the hospital. Yeah. Okay, so for the Constitutional Court story, Marky Mark asked, does Thailand have a term limit on PMs?
8 years.
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. That was
One
just-
word answer.
Yeah, just 2 words. So for when you guys, after the BISP ad, you guys were talking about your accents, right? And then PG Santa said Jay would kill in LA bars with that accent. Chicks in LA go crazy for a British accent.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true, kind of. Because your accent is also very easy to understand as well. It's
Okay.
not like, okay, I'm not going to
But
pretend.
wouldn't that be anywhere?
No, not
No,
right.
for example, whether you're a male or female, if let's say you went to a bar or a restaurant or you met someone who has a very
Just an accent.
different accent,
Yeah.
yeah, like there are certain accents that are considered like sexy or something, depending on what you fancy. Some people might find a Spanish accent very sexy, others might find a British accent. But I've heard that too, that Americans would like to hear a British accent, and maybe it sounds a bit fancy or pretentious, depending on who you are.
I think it's accents in general that is not
Yeah.
like American. Like when you just hear someone with a whole
Yeah.
different accent, it's just like, wow.
Yeah, but hey, I'll
just
take it. It might be a gimmick, but I'll take what I can get. I'll take the accent benefit.
Yeah, but people in the chat are like, so some of the Americans go like, yeah, he has a British accent, but the people that are from Britain are
Yeah.
like, no, that is not a British accent. So it's like yours is an
definitely not.
international
Yeah,
accent.
It's definitely
yeah.
not a British accent. Let's see. For our Americans friends out there, yes, definitely I might sound more British than American. I'm definitely not an American accent, but I was surrounded by British people like my whole life. My teachers, my best friends, and I can assure you, they've told me that it's definitely not British.
Oh.
And me being around them, I can tell you surely it's not British. Because
Interesting.
their accents are I don't have a posh London accent. I don't have a Chavy or a Yorkshire or a Geordie. It's just somewhere lost. It's just
International.
lost in the middle, yeah.
Can I tell you my favorite accent?
Yes.
It might tear people apart.
Okay.
I actually like. Okay, there's two at the same. I like
Are they
Australian.
making out?
They're making out.
Okay.
I like Australian accents.
Australia, wow.
I don't
Okay.
know why.
Really?
I think my first crush was Australian. I was like, oh my god, your accent's so
Natalie.
nice.
Okay.
And then the second one, also kind of polarizing people, Singaporean accents.
What?
Really?
I know, but I like
Oh,
it so much.
Natty, what?
That's surprising.
But they're nice.
Not to say that it's
Singapore,
bad.
The Singlish accent?
Okay, when I say accents, right, you have to think of newscaster accents, not people on the street yelling, "Hey, you want some chow mein?" Not that kind of accent.
Oh
right?
my
What's
God.
a newscaster?
Like-
Right.
Like just turn on like
CNA.
a CNA. Yeah. So those newscasters, so they have like a slight Singaporean accent. I was like, "Oh, so sassy."
That is the strangest thing I've ever heard. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Really?
Yeah,
But what's your
never
favorite
heard that.
accent then?
Oh, never really thought about
The
that.
right one is Thai. How about you, Carmel?
The right one is Thai.
Um,
Why?
A British accent, yeah.
I wouldn't mind an Irish accent. I'm telling you now.
Oh, Irish is
Wouldn't mind an
fun.
Irish accent.
But it's like I don't actually think about like, oh, this is my favorite accent to hear. It's just when I hear people with accents, I'm just like, oh, this is interesting. Like I like keep talking.
Ooh, so
Yeah.
exotic.
Yeah. Hardy, har. That's my attempt for
Yeah,
Irish.
definitely
okay.
not, no.
Okay.
I don't have any other comments.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I like accents that just keep you guessing, where you're just guessing what they said. Keeps you on the edge. I'm sorry, what? Thick Scottish accent. What? Who? Speaking for like 10 minutes. Oh, were you talking to me the whole time?
Oh
my God.
gosh.
But did you always have an accent?
I don't think so, no. So until I was 10, when I joined my school, I used to study in Dubai, so it was compulsory to learn Arabic. I could speak Hindi. I could definitely speak English, but when I first joined, I think my English was not probably not up to par. It's definitely not up to par even now, but it was just the way I was taught. So so I went to a British school. My teachers were British. My friends were British, and everyone else was there too. And it just kind of formed into this. We just spent like 5 or 10 minutes talking about
Your
my
accent.
Yeah.
Okay,
sorry.
just a couple more things about your accent. There's a couple words that I find quite interesting.
Okay.
How do you say? You go seconds, minutes,
Oz.
as.
Not
That's
like
kinda
hours, but
Yeah.
Oz.
Hours.
Okay.
Who says hours?
Most people in the world.
Do they? Okay.
Say that word. Say that word. So it's Earth, globe, or
World.
world. World has ows.
World.
Yeah. How do you say that?
Oh my,
That
what is
animal.
this?
Animal?
Sorry.
Whale?
Going
Dolphin?
unfiltered. Okay, never
Okay,
mind.
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
just
sorry.
end it here. Sorry.
Like, yeah. It's like toilet, bathroom, the loo,
How do you call the standing guy toilet?
urinal.
You say it the normal way.
Urinal,
Yeah,
is
some
it?
people say urinal, and I'm like, ooh.
Depends.
Right.
Anyways, let's not talk about urinals. Let's
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
accents.
Sorry.
Let's take some more of the members' comments. God, the show has just become weird now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just like
No,
trying to
it's
scroll
okay, it's
through
okay.
without seeing accent.
Carmel's
comments.
lost now. The voice of God. We're talking about voices all over the world.
Good eye, John Peak.
Yeah,
Just
John Peake's Australian.
Good eye.
Australia, baby.
Good eye, mate.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My friend taught me that. So it was like a good there was an Australian girl and like to get a good idea of an Australian accent, how they speak. It's like if you want to say the word no, it's not just a no. It's like just think of every vowel and just go no.
No.
Nor.
Nara.
Nor.
Nara. Yeah, they have the R.
It's like an A-N-A-U-R-R-R.
yeah, like
Anyways,
lots of R's in there.
I have.
like.
There's no comment that's not.
Fine, Shayla.
Shayla.
You're fine, Shayla, mate.
Huh. Thanks. Good eye, mate. Okay,
I
that's bad.
apologize to all Australians out there. Please don't switch off.
This is becoming
Love
weird.
us.
This is what happens.
Really, we have no other questions.
I mean, there's a very random one. Marky
Okay.
Mark said, "Natty, let's compromise. Wear a silk lumberjack shirt." Because you were talking about silks from
Ooh
Jim
la la.
Thompson.
A Jim Thompson lumberjack shirt.
I will have to
Custom
go
made for
find
Thaiger.
it.
That would be expensive.
If we
So
reach
expensive.
150,000
Stop
subscribers.
promising
No,
them.
no. If we reach 150,000 subscribers, custom made silk Jim Thompson shirts.
Okay. Somebody said Jay's mic died.
Is my mic dead?
Hello.
Yeah, but it's back.
Oh, now it's back.
now. Oh, no.
Nobody heard your story. That was a nice story about your family, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's
opened
okay.
up. I mean, I put myself out there
Yeah.
to the world, and
Yeah,
Nobody
your
cares.
childhood traumas.
Why
It's
is
okay.
it getting deep?
This is getting very strange. Shall we end it? Cringy. Okay.
yes. Should we take? Actually, the thing is, that I wanted to do a Tiger Unfiltered
Me
yesterday,
too.
but we had a podcast yesterday, and then you were out for a bit. Today, Sarah's
I
out
do
for a
it?
bit. We have another podcast guest. Sorry,
What if I do it?
Yeah.
what, Unfiltered?
Yay.
We have a podcast today, though.
You're right.
The studio's booked. What can we do?
The books.
Oh, well, anyways, we will come back with Tiger Unfiltered next week. So you can stay tuned for that. And we've got a host of videos coming out this weekend. What have we got coming out this weekend? Nettie, you did a video on...
I did a video on the J Festival with some bonus footage. So if you can, stay tuned to the very end because Sarah and Jay will make a quick appearances
And
as
the
well.
J Festival is not a celebration celebrating me. It is the vegetarian festival.
Yes.
In Thai, they call it J
เทศ
Festival.
กาลกินเจ
Yes. Ahan J is like vegetarian food.
vegan food to be very specific. I actually give a very clear specification of what เทศกาลกินเจ is because a lot of people think, oh, the vegetarian festival, but that's actually a misnomer. It's not a vegetarian festival
misnomer?
at all.
What's
yeah.
with you and today? I feel like you've just read you just had a quick read of a dictionary and like
What? But that's a
took
normal
some words
word.
and just replaced them using a thesaurus. Using a lot of fancy
thesaurus.
words today, Natty. You're a fancy bee. You went to Jim Thompson. You just spent like a couple of hours there
changed.
yesterday, and
I
you're just a
changed. I'm a changed
fancy bee
person.
now.
I'm a
You've
fancy
got your own
beast.
jackets.
Yeah, I got
you
beautiful
You want it
jackets.
in silk. She's off the rails,
Yeah,
gents.
that's right.
What are we gonna do?
Oh my gosh. I think we're losing subscribers. Okay, let's.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Before you end it,
yeah.
Tex wanted to let us know that this is his last live chat now until late October.
It's gonna be busy.
His work, I don't understand this daylight savings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's gonna be
see.
sleeping.
So when we go live, he'll be at work.
Tex, I just
I
want to
cry
take
so
this
hard.
moment to let you know that you will not be forgotten, good sir. And for that, we salute you.
Yes.
And what other videos have we got going? Come
Oh,
on.
sorry.
You gotta hype people up. We're losing them.
Well, say no more.
Yeah.
There will be a lot of Sarah's contents
Oh,
coming
yes.
up, so do stay
Yes,
tuned for that.
That's right. So yeah, it'll be a busy weekend. We hope you
Yes.
enjoy it and look forward to the podcast. We're gonna try our best to finish it by today, even though we're shooting another podcast. If not, then it'll come out next week because we don't want to rush it. They're really, really interesting guests. Our biggest guest to date. He's extremely popular in Thailand, and he's into music. So whether you're into music or not, hopefully he'll change your mind. So stay tuned for that. Please click the like button, comment after the live video, follow us on Thaiger Podcast for all our latest podcasts, and we hope you have a great Friday, an even better weekend. If you're in Thailand, guys, please stay safe. It is raining. You know, go out with your umbrellas. Don't get sick. and stay strong. Of course, all the latest information on the tropical storm and how it's affecting Thailand can be found on thetiger.com. Until then, see you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Toodaloo.
Bye.